Bob Myers has been the president of basketball operations and the general manager for the Golden State Warriors since April of 2012. He has played a significant role in taking this team and transforming it into a championship-winning franchise. Now, before joining the Warriors, Bob Myers represented several NBA players including All-Stars and Olympians. He used to work with Wasserman Media Group, and that's where he gained his extensive knowledge in contract negotiations and player management. In April 2011, Myers was hired by the Warriors as the assistant general manager under the then GM Larry Riley. And with his ability to build relationships with players and his overall basketball knowledge, he was able to impress the team's owners. Now, just a year later in 2012, Bob Myers was promoted to the position of general manager, officially replacing Larry, and this move had a significant step in his career as he took on more responsibility in the Warriors organization and started to make more of the decisions. Bob played a crucial role in constructing the Warriors roster that would go on to win a championship in 2015. And not just only the 2015 team, they also won in 2017, 2018, and 2022. Bob was involved in big decisions such as drafting Klay Thompson in 2011 and drafting Draymond Green in 2012. Additionally, he orchestrated significant trades that brought players like Andrew Bogut and Andre Iguodala over to Golden State. In May 2014, Bob Myers and the Warriors made a decision to hire Steve Kerr to be the head coach. This turned out to be a pivotal move as Kerr played an instrumental role in implementing the fast-paced three-point shooting system that literally changed the game. And under Bob's leadership, along with contributions from players like Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and even Kevin Durant, the Warriors reached unpredicted heights. As I mentioned earlier, they won in 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2022. And in the 2017-2018 season, they even set a record for the most wins in NBA history at 73. This record would officially make them better than Michael Jordan's Bulls and would make Curry the undisputed GOAT.
What did he say?
Or maybe not, but anyways, despite some roster changes and injuries and just unpredictable things that happen in every season, Myers has continued to guide the Warriors towards success. The Warriors has consistently been one of the top teams in the league thanks to his ability to adapt and make necessary adjustments on the roster. Now, before we continue on, I just want to say to Bob Myers, as a Warriors fan myself, thank you. Because honestly, without him, I don't know if we'd have the roster that we had, and there's no telling if we would have been able to win a championship. But with all that being said, Bob Myers has recently announced that he will be stepping down as the Warriors GM. And as he talked about his departure, he mentioned that it's just time. But what exactly does this mean for Golden State, and who will be the GM heading into next season? Oh so fresh, oh so smooth, it's your boy Eli back with The Groove, and if you're enjoying the content so far, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Now, as it stands right now, we do not know who's going to be the next general manager for the Warriors, but we can assume that they will be announcing the next GM before June 22nd during the NBA draft. So as I was searching the web and checking to see who would be the next GM for the Warriors, I came across an article from the Mercury News, and in this article they mentioned the name of Mike Dunleavy. Now, hopefully I said that right, but for those of you guys who don't know who Mike Dunleavy is the assistant general manager for the Warriors right now, and it kinda seems like he'll just be stepping up and being the GM. Mike actually played for Golden State for about 5 seasons, and then he also played for the Indiana Pacers, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Chicago Bulls, the Cavaliers, and even the Atlanta Hawks. And he was able to do all this in his 17-season career in the NBA. Now, one thing that's safe to assume is that overall he'll have more basketball knowledge than the former GM Bob Myers had. Now, it kinda seemed like in 2019, after Kevin Durant had left and everything just basically went downhill, Bob Myers seemed like he was gonna retire. But Joe Lacob was able to convince him to stay a little longer, and it was in that season when Mike actually came into play. Mike is 42 years old, he played at Duke University and college, and he was the 3rd pick in the first round of the 2002 NBA draft. Now, I'm sure for a lot of you guys, just hearing the name immediately rang bells, but for me that definitely wasn't the case because I wasn't even alive when he was drafted. But anyways, Joe Lacob had hinted that the next GM for the Warriors would probably be an inside guy. And that immediately makes all the options a lot smaller for us to try and speculate who it is, because now we don't have to look at other guys from outside of the Warriors' small circle. And when Bob was asked about Mike being the next general manager, he said, quote, "Well, Mike's great. He's a good GM. If he wants it, it would be great if that's what he wants. But it's his call, it's Joe's call, it's not my call, but if that's what he wants to do, he'll be great. He knows more about basketball than I do. He grew up in it, he was born into it with his dad, he played in it." So all this is true, but just because you play basketball and you was a player on a team or whatever else, you had a nice career, your dad, yada yada yada, you guys get the point. That doesn't mean that you'll be a great GM. But in his case, it really does look like he knows what he's doing because he was working under Bob for such a long time. I'm pretty sure that in his 4 years with the team, he's learned a lot, and I just hope that he has a really good relationship with the players like Bob did. One thing I always noticed about Bob is that he was really close with the players. Stephen Curry loved him, Draymond Green loved him, Klay Thompson loved him, and it just seemed like everybody loved him. And that was a big part of why he was able to keep this team together for so long, which, as we all know, is very hard to do in 2023. But there has been a new collective bargaining agreement, and with the rules inside that agreement, it's gonna be really hard to keep good teams together. If you guys want to see a video of me going deeper into the CBA rules, just let me know in the comment section down below, and hopefully at some point in the off season we'll get around to it. So overall, my general thoughts, I'm just hoping the best for my team. I am a Warriors fan, so I will be very heavy into this news and I'll be looking a lot into it. I have no doubt in my mind that we'll be able to win another championship, even though Bob has left us. In my opinion, as long as we have Stephen Curry and, you know, 1 or 2 good guys around him, and then, you know, just a bunch of scrubs maybe, we could probably still fight for a championship because Steph is that good. But at the same time, Steph is kind of getting old. Kinda. I mean, LeBron James is like, what, 57 now? Something like that. You know what I mean. But if we have Steph Curry, I do believe that we'll be able to win another championship, hopefully in the near future. I mean, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt that I am. So if you made it to the end of the video, comment Mike down below just so that I know. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. It would mean the world to me. Well, I want to hear all your thoughts about the Warriors team and what they should do, so don't be shy and feel free to let me know in the comment section. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and even TikTok as well. All of my links will be in the description. And until next time, let's light 'em up.